Welcome to TV Burp. This week on Spooks, we discovered Britain's most short-sighted sniper. Come on. Come on. Come on. Eddie Izzard makes a guest appearance on Emmerdale.
And where's your lad? Still living with his dad.
And there's a new pimp on Coronation Street.
Hey, you want to watch who you're saying that to?
Hey, my man. Where the party go? And on EastEnders, Charlie Slater's back on the booze. Holiday Showdown now. This week it was the turn of the Jeffries family, who normally like to go to Minorca. Mr. Jeffries had a very important job.
Meet the Jeffries family from Sandy in Bedfordshire. Dad Richard is a bodyguard to the stars. He's worked with the likes of Davina McCall, Harry Enfield and toured with the Spice Girls.
Security for Harry Enfield? The toughest job of them all. The job that every bodyguard prays he doesn't get. Yeah, I took a couple of bullets for Harry Enfield. They like to go to Minorca, so where did the Sec family take them? To a yogic retreat in the French Alps, where they were taught yoga by an expert.
Would you like just to lie down and relax?
The yoga will be taught by 79-year-old Bridget Lytton Minor.
Blimey, if that's Bridget Lytton Minor, how old's Bridget Lytton Major? Hey, what's a word for a large expanse of water that rhymes with motion?
Happiness moves in a circular motion. Life is like a little boat on the sea.
Sea, that's right, yeah. That's not a circular motion, that's up and down.
Like a little boat on the sea.
See, nick the tune off Michael Finnegan.
Everything anyway.
Poor old Michael Finnegan begin again. That was this week. But earlier in the series, we were treated to the delights of the Dixon Box family, particularly Fiona Dixon Box, who likes a laugh. Oh, yes, she really knows how to let her hair down.
Hey, Barry!
Who's that, Lord Lucan? Or is it Rolf Harris's long-lost brother? So that's one half of the swap. The other half, the Westheads, the mum and dad are shy and retiring types. They're strippers.
Amazing that she's got that ability to let herself go, the confidence to let herself go. I'd love to do that.
Ooh, I wish I had the confidence to let myself go. You're a stripper! You take your clothes off in front of strangers! What's wrong with you? This week, Holby City had a surprise visit from Kilroy.
Bit lively in here today.
I'd like to see a white nurse, please. Oh, Tina Hobley accidentally walked into a Holby scriptwriters meeting. EastEnders and poor Pauline Fowler, very unlucky, had a nasty fall. She was only doing what every self-respecting Cockney does of a Friday night. You go up a ladder and start scrubbing the brickwork, don't you? In the pitch dark. It's one of them traditions down the East End. You scrubbed your brickwork yet, the old Cockney sparrow? Nah, I'm saving till it gets a bit darker. Put a bit of danger into it. Still, at least she's got someone to go home to. A new puppy.
Showing you.
It's Spit the dog. There's another new character on the square as well.
Oh, that's the way you've lived your life, is it? Very impressive.
Goosey Goosey. Hello, everybody. I'm Goosey Goosey. Can I have a piece of bread, please? Elsewhere on the square, Julie and Mickey hatched a plan.
Yeah, but how do we know who's got it and who ain't got it?
We'll have to figure out some sort of scoring system. You know, putting all their different kinds of factors into account.
You mean like top trumps?
Oh, my word. Michael Miller. That is sheer genius!
EastEnders top trumps, sheer genius. We've got them here, look. Yeah, you fancy a game, Goosey? Oh. All right. Here's your cards. Here's mine. Right, I'll start. Pauline Fowler. OK, cleanliness of brickwork, 9. have you got? Rose Miller, Cleanliness of Brickwork 2. Yes, very dirty brickwork. The Miller family. Yes. OK, you go next. Oh, you got Dirty Den. What? Likelihood of being sacked, 7. OK. And I've got... Oh, the Ferreiras. I win. Said it. No, that's not fair. It was Eddie Ferreira's birthday this week, and he is popular. Look what everyone in the cafe clubbed together to buy him.
It's your birthday today.
Donut with a candle in it. Go on, Eddie, chuck in. It's on the house. Fill your pockets with salt and pepper. Help yourself to as much ketchup as you can eat. It seems to me, Eddie, you've lived your life like a candle on a donut. Now, in a rare moment this week, ITN News anchor Nick Owen discussed his sex life.
And I haven't seen mine for 9 years.
Of course not. No, this was Jenny Bond's Royals. What a show, what a gal, what a performer, with her hilarious routines.
What are the tights that you wear? And she said, oh, hang on a second. And she went off to the bedroom. And she came back carrying some tights. And I was looking at them, trying to see what they were and memorise it, when she said, oh, please have them. So I said, oh, thank you so much. So I trotted off, and a few days later I was at a do, and one of her ladies-in-waiting came up to me and said, oh, Jenny, the princess wants to know, how are your royal tights doing? And I said, well, thank you very much. And then I landed them, as you do.
How tickled I am. Yeah, I wouldn't open with it, Jen. You know. Put your strongest stuff at the top as a rule. Build to the hilarious tights routine. You know who I'm missing off our screens? Cilla Black. We've hardly seen her since Blind Date finished, but she gets around. I spotted her in the cafe in Emmerdale.
Oh, charmed.
Here she is, look. It was the week of the big dingle party. Do you ever have that thing where you're halfway through saying something and then the ferret down your trousers wakes up?
We've got to lay on a party here that people will talk about for years to come.
We've got to lay on a party here that people will talk about for years to come. The big party. There was food and drink, a disco. Steph was on lights. We met the whole extended Dingle family. Zach Dingle, Elvis Dingle, Solomon Dingle, and this one.
The rules are very simple.
Dr. Robert Winston Dingle. Yeah. Do you ever get that feeling when you're just gasping for a drink, whatever time of day it is?
I'll kill him.
Pete Waterman's got a new show. Passed over for the X Factor, he's got his own show, Trains with Pete Waterman. Yeah, what could be more entertaining than Pete Waterman talking about trains?
Back then, British Rail was so short of labour, we ended up doing everything. Stoking, oiling, cleaning, boring.
British Isles now, the new Alan Titchmarsh vehicle. You know, the bloke off ground force with the history of Britain. Here's his idea of what Neanderthals were really like.
The popular image of Neanderthals is that they were brutish, uncivilised, and that they spoke in grunts. But we know that's not true. They cared for the sick and the elderly.
Oh, how much they charge per hour? I could do with a couple of Neanderthals to look after my nan. This looked like the perfect opportunity for Alan to get made over into a Neanderthal.
In just 4 hours, I've turned into a caveman. Some scientists think that Neanderthals were so closely related to us that if one walked down the street today, no one would notice.
Wait a minute. I know that face. It's Zach from Emmerdale.
The people will talk about for years to come.
So there was Alan, to all intents and purposes, a Neanderthal.
For someone who's used to being recognised in the street...
Yes, Neanderthals shopped at Man at C&A too. You know, the British Isles that Alan describes, I'm not sure I recognise them.
For me, our landscape, plants and animals, the ever-changing weather and the turn of the seasons make the British Isles a magical place.
Red squirrels? When was the last time you saw a red squirrel? He's living in a dream world. The British Isles, this magical kingdom, this jewel in the curry. But of course, 60 million years ago, it were very different. In those days, the fields were made of icing sugar. Licorice all sorts were in abundance. Oh, yum yum. Candy cane trees grew sherbet dim-dabs. Dogs explored the deep. And monkeys rode around on bicycles, as this early footage shows. Then came the big freeze. It was chilly back then. So much so that the elderly were looked after by chimpanzees, dressed in country casuals. Queen Victoria was black and employed a budgerigar to tap dance to the latest Robbie Williams tracks. Giant squirrels fed TV presenters like myself spaghetti bolognese from a pouch on their tum-tum. Yum yum. 2, 3, 4. Happiness smooth in a circle. Good old Blighty. You know, I was just thinking, who does have the most boring anecdotes that go nowhere? Jenny Bond or Pete Waterman? There's only one way to find out. See you after the break. Welcome back. Fans of EastEnders stage benefit to save the Ferreira family. Actors on hold be told to play it a bit more showbiz. And Sharon lets one go at the wardrobe. You ever get that feeling when you're presenting a show that you mustn't move your hands?
Let's see how our two teams are shaping up against each other as property developers.
Don't move your hands or the spell will be broken. And as Tracy breaks the actors' strike on Corrie, the rest of the Barlows stand firm.
I mean, if I grovel long enough, you'll come round, won't you? Well, I've done far worse things than this in the past. You always let me back in. Look, come on, guys. I'm desperate. I'm begging you. I've got no one, nowhere, please. Well, I'll just go and wander the street, shall I? Sleep in a doorway. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's emotional blackmail, isn't it?
And this week on Corrie, baby Barlow made quite an entrance.
We always go to Cleveley's.
Ah, you were expecting me, I hope. Love was very much in the air this week, as it was the occasion of Sunita's Hindu Hendu, and you're probably like me. You love all that Indian music and, of course, the graceful and intricate dance routines that go with it.
Oh, it's all right. He'll be here in a minute. He's doing some work up at the convent. One of the sisters is giving us.
Oh, you're all right, Philip.
I wonder what the world would be like if we only ate food that rhymed with our names.
Is that like you to have brand jam?
A bit like that, I suppose. Return to River Cottage now, and Hugh Fernley-Whittingstall revealed that he is, in fact, a highly evolved species of bird.
Look at that. My first egg.
And what's the best way to keep your hands warm on a cold day?
Yep. It's incredibly hot in there.
It's nice on a cold day.
Cow on each arm. What is a cow if it's not just a glorified mitten? First there was wife swap, then there was celebrity wife swap. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Wife Swap International.
Meet Sharon Thomas and Andy Davis. They're not married.
Whoa! Whoa! Slow down, not married. It's not a wife then, is she? The whole thing's null and void. It's like changing rooms where they don't change anything in the room. It's like too posh to wash with a normal person who's had a wash. It's a lie! But it's kind of fun. First up, the Davis-Thomas family, who are a modern British household.
Sharon and Andy's is a modern British household, with Sharon wearing the trousers.
I might have one decision out of 10, innit?
Yeah. Union Jack T-shirt, flagpole outside with the cross of St George, pit bull, working gallows in the garden. Typical modern British household. And the husband, well, he's a bit of an observational comedian, yeah. Listen to this original insight into the German character.
When you go on holiday, you're in a resort, it's always the Germans have got the towels out, innit? It's always, innit? Innit?
She's easily pleased, his wife. Have you noticed, innit, the French, they tend to walk around with a stripy jumper, innit, and a bike trying to flog you onions, innit? Have you noticed, innit, how the British tend to have a flagpole, a pit bull, and a rather narrow world view? Isn't it strange, though, when your boiler looks like your old wartime leader, though, eh?
From that attitude.
It's Hitler the boiler! It's from the old German version of 3-2-1. We had Dusty Bin, they had Hitler the boiler. Your rejected clue number 4 is a magnifying glass, which was the holiday, which means you win Hitler's the boiler. I don't know about you, but I find the best way to get into a car is the backwards revolve method.
Dorothy now. She's a free spirit, like me.
Oh, help.
Yes, the backwards revolve method every time. Don't you hate it, though, when you're driving along and your passenger's going faster than you are?
No.
Don't you lie to me.
Okay, I mean, it just came out, and then I had no choice.
It's the bill! Yeah. It's the bill, and there's a new addition to the squad, the Sunhill Motorcycle Display Team. You feel bad about it, but there are occasions when crying is funny.
I really loved her, Gina.
Mediums Talking to the Dead now on BBC Two, in which we were given an extremely balanced overview of the psychic world, ranging from Gordon Smith at the top of the psychic ladder.
He's been described as Britain's most accurate medium. He's featured in today's Daily Mail, hailed as Psychic Barber.
A psychic barber, what's that? Well, he looks into the future and predicts a haircut. I can see your hair getting longer. Gordon is heading for the big time with a trip to San Francisco, but the church warden doesn't think it'll change him.
And he'll be all right. He won't be spoiled. I've staked my life on that.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say, you've had most of it. He gets to San Francisco, where he's shown the odd phenomenon of spirit paintings.
The church is famous for its collection of spirit paintings.
These paintings would just appear from nowhere.
Appeared from nowhere, yeah. That's not so much spirit paintings as stolen paintings. Even better was Darren, a rookie medium, very much on the first rung, and the programme makers really gave him a leg up.
I think Darren's got the looks, he's got the clairvoyance, and he's absolutely got the determination.
Yeah, he's got the looks. That's what you get when you go to a psychic barber. Short all over and stick it up in spikes at the front, please. Now, handsome Darren, with his matinee idol good looks, has a spirit guide, Brown Bear.
My spirit guide's Brown Bear. He wears 2 feathers. He clears my path.
Ooh, how much does he charge an hour? It's not that same Neanderthal that's looking after Alan Titchmarsh's elderly relatives, is it? What would it be like getting a psychic message from a Neanderthal? A bit like this, I suppose. Back to Darren, the Adonis of mediumistic excellence. He's new, so he's not always spot on with his predictions.
When he passed, did you go and visit the grave and put a flower down for him?
No.
Ah. But he perseveres with his uncanny ability to put his finger exactly on it.
Who's a fond lover of 40 Towers and just getting 40 Towers come through?
You're getting 40 Towers? That haircut, he's getting Freeview on it. It's not a spirit world, it's UK Gold.
Also now they're showing me Craig being dressed up in a little boy with a little hat on, a bobble hat. I don't know if he used to wear a bobble hat.
No, he's getting Crossroads. Later on, we got the chance to meet Darren's mum.
This is Mum. Proud of Mum.
And I'm proud of him.
Why? Hey? Why? Are you proud of a pillow with a face drawn on it? He never gets it right. Well, just time for some of the stuff that's coming out for the Christmas market. What have we got here? Yes, look, Jenny Bond Live. Yeah, features all her best routines, including legendary tights routine. Yes, nice one. Then from EastEnders, the Ferreira family, they've got some chocolates out. Ferrero Rocher. Yeah. Each with the face of your favourite Ferreira. There's Addy, Ash, Karina. EastEnders with your Ferreiras. You are spoiling us. And finally, there's these Hugh Fernley-Whitting store mittens. And to sing us out is Fiona Dixon-Box and Lord Lucan. Good night.
Next tonight, let the battle commence. The X Factor judges have made their decisions. Now it's your turn. It's the first of the live shows. Then, at 7:15, Robbie Williams gets a grilling from Little Anton Deck in Saturday Night Takeaway. And later at 8:15, more Millionaire.